think we've got a few people here who'll be like, yes, I am the...
Yeah. So as you guys are slinking along, and we've all had a needed pee and drink break, does Brynny sort of voice that idea? Like,
I think we need someone to be in charge. We sat there arguing about what to do with the arrow sticks, and now Brian has 2 arrows sticking out of him. And by the way, can I have those? I've fired 2 arrows since we started today.
Only one of them is actually hurt. Here, you can have this one too. He just goes over and flips the other arrow out.
Be careful pulling it out!
Oh, so I see, you got 3 now. And pretty 3 arrows. One of them still has goblin attached to it.
You are able to recover 1 of those arrows.
Whew. I'm not saying it should be me. I don't mind, but just so that we don't constantly have to watch Brian get full of arrows.
I mean, he's good at it.
He is a
to be fair.
Probably better than most of you, but
yeah.
I have other pastimes too that I like to engage in.
You like to get filled with knives as well? Or just arrows?
No, I prefer getting bitten mostly, but no, don't do.
Bitten? What do you think that?
Oh, it's a bit weird.
You could jump in that room with all
great as you think.
We can talk about it later if we're doing other things together, I suppose, but it's just something to keep in mind so that every goblin we meet doesn't shoot us immediately.
I feel like I've lost Brian. Is Brian somewhere on the map right now, or...?
Right here.
Oh yeah, I can't see.
I'm underneath Fluke.
Oh, there we go.
Ah, yes.
Yes, it's very easy to lose people underneath the giant. Yeah.
I mean, when you're only... That's what I was going to say. You're only like
the giant of his people.
Yeah.
She's like sitting on your shoulders trying to bandage your arrow.
Yeah.
It's not practical.
Wolverine is 5'3", so that is what Brian is now.
There we go. Perfect. Ideal.
With an anchor, a giant anchor off a ship.
Yes, the anchor is probably larger.
Pirate Wolverine.
Such practicality.
All right. So you guys move on a bit. Do you want to have the leader discussion now, or is it maybe one for later?
Everybody, I believe I should be elected as his leader, as not only being incredibly charming and charismatic, I for one know the city probably better than the whole lot of you, having spent so much time in its gutters and in its taverns and such. Well, I only say this, Fluke, because I'm older than you, so I've done it longer.
Yeah, but I've done it since I was a baby.
Well, it's all right. I've lived it all my life.
Yeah. Well, you're just old, and you're slow. You're like old and slow.
I'm slow.
Well,
watch you. Right.
Harold,
yes.
Just remember, the problem with being a leader is you need to be sensible.
You need to be sober.
That is one of the things I am not at the moment. Maybe we should have this conversation when I am.
I'm not sure about the example some of you have been putting on with that dwarfy fella.
I mean, he was asking for it, really. It's his own fault.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so how about...
Buy yourself in a pub?
So I'm sorry, is your argument...
He
was drunk, he was asking for it, because... If that's the case, you don't deserve to lead anything but maybe the United States of America.
Fake news.
Well,
okay.
To be honest, I don't know how long I'm sticking around with you lot anyway, so
Oh, come on, Brian, we're having a wonderful time. Look, we had a great big kiss up, and now we're knee-high shit and goblin death.
Is it because they keep saying they're going to put goldfish bowls on your head? Is it in your feelings?
So as you guys move forward, you find yourself in another empty sleeping area. The room contains 6 tattered, straw-stuffed mattresses, nothing of value. You also can hear through a thin separating wooden door, which is down at the bottom here. You can hear voices.
Are they arguing over leadership?
Roll a perception check.
I use my ears.
It's hard to make out what they're arguing about. However, Briny, with your high passive perception, you make out. Look, I know I've been with the company. I've been with the Xanathar longer, so as such, I have authority in these matters. And I'm saying it's more important that we clog up underneath the door than worry so much about blocking it. And the other voice is, aye, that may be so, but I'm stronger than you, making me in charge. And I say it's important to properly barricade the door first. And I think skill and proper training outweighs seniority in this situation. And that's what you hear coming from the other room, Briny.
As quietly as I can, I'll relay that.
I think we need to get through there quickly, or we're going to lock us out.
I think we just need to burst in and start whacking people.
Sure, after you.
I like that idea.
If that's the plan.
Fine,
Right.
sure.
Brian with his mighty 5 hit points. Oh, don't worry. I'll handle the door. You handle everything inside it. Let's go! And, yes, this door, which I now have learned is not the door.
That is not the door. Sorry.
Oh, I charged the wrong door.
That there is the corridor that you came down. It goes under another part of the map, so that's why I didn't.
How's Errol being put
The two of you went, don't worry, I've got this, and then walked away.
Ran into a wall.
No, it's fine. We just got to turn around as all.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm getting a run up on this guy.
I'm ready.
I do the amazingly barbaric thing of checking if the door is open.
Alright, you check.
I open the door handle with my hand, and then I kick the rest of it with my foot.
Alright, you burst the door open, and you hear a bloody hell from the other side, because you obviously kick your way in. A dark-skinned, white-haired dwarf turns around suddenly, and you can see he was in the process of partially of arguing and partially of barricading the most northern door behind him with furniture. Standing next to him is a man with a bald, tattooed head. The head is tattooed with many eyes, and you recognize him as the fella from the Yawning Portal who got in a brawl with Yagra. And he has a big, sore, egg-like lump on his head, which you can see just looks bloody painful. And he turns around and sees Brian, obviously kick the door in, and you step inside. Because you got to burst in, and he goes, "What the fuck?" And they begin to reach for their weapons.
Whoa!
Unless you are not a welt, you let us know what's going on here. As I start bringing it out, my weapon too.
Oi, you be careful. I've got a whole half baguette in here.
Fucking hell.
You see that the human sort of looks nervously when you say that, like, oh shit. I think it's you guys who recognize a Drogar when you see one. The Drogar looks a little less impressed by the prospect of a baguette. Yeah, I mean, could one of you two make a intimidation roll for me? Like their job is to effectively jump you at this stage, but they might. I can never remember how to spell Drogar.
I could do it. Ooh.
She did a better job than I did.
Yeah, I was thinking her. I figured she had higher charisma. Alright, so they pause for a second, they draw their weapons and kind of stand eyeing you with angry eyes, what the bloody hell are you doing in here?
Look at the gingers.
Yeah. Now, what are you doing barricading that door? What's behind the door? What are you afraid's coming for you? Is it worse than me?
It's not great.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, boys, you're barricading the wrong door you were, so you better be careful.
First of all, love, you're about 5 foot tall, so I know I'm a dwarf, but I'm still not particularly intimidated by your height. Secondly, that ain't none of your business. Now, we got a ginger here, but he's our ginger now. Boss
Now
is
see.
having a good old chat with him. And the other guy behind him goes, Zemp, don't piss her off, right? I know a baguette doesn't sound like it would hurt, but it's like, what are you talking about?
You don't know how stale this bread is. I've never been in a bakery. I've never seen fresh baked.
You know how it's made.
I've got literally a war pick here made of steel, and you're threatening me with baked goods.
Yeah, but think how hard the teeth are that can bite into this.
Right? She'll chew right through that lovely little war pick. And then, for pudding, she will fucking eat your brains like a lovely
This
jelly.
whole thing is somewhat being ruined by the fact all three of you are currently occupying the same 5-foot square.
Yeah.
So you're like all piled on top of each other in this doorway.
I'm gonna shift
Okay,
over.
we're all quite small by comparison.
I'm in the front line now. What's going on?
What are they talking about in there anyway?
I can't see.
Yeah. Unless you got
Everybody,
some way-
shuffle in.
Unless you got some way for us to agree to get our friend back.
Oh.
This might end up turning violent.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat your pickaxe.
Roll another intimidation check for me, Fluke. Alright, he goes.
In a way, I'm glad it failed.
He takes a step towards you and goes, let's see if that's right. And he begins to grow in size.
No, that's cheating.
Going from
Cheater!
I kneecap him.
Going from a 4-foot tall dwarf to a 8-foot tall dwarf.
Squishing his friend.
Should have brought a whole baguette.
Should have brought a whole baguette. And with that, I think we need to roll initiative because he's you can tip him enough to get dialogue going, but
We're gonna need a bigger baguette.
we're going to need a party sub.
Foot long at least. We're gonna have to go to one of those special restaurants where you can do them like eating challenging things.
Alright. Zemke got... Fuck that up. Zemke got 1. And then the bandit... Select the right tokens, Matthew. That helps. Got a 6. So they're not very fast. Right, so the first to react is Errol.
Well, unfortunately, can't see anything. Going to. Oh shit!
Yeah, you see this 8-foot tall, probably 9-foot tall, like really burly dwarven
He's
figure.
taking up 4 squares now, isn't he? Yeah.
Let's see, the man increases in size.
Mixes his size into large.
While enlarged, it is large now. So yeah, his mate gets shoved back, and he goes, boom. I am a very large midget. Yeah, so you can see this. He looks down at you, big war pick in his hand, just like, a drow, you dirty underdwelling bastard.
Master.
Wait, we're the underdwelling one?
They dwell even lower than me.
They dwell under my dwelling.
You pointy.
That's a terrible beard, and I acid splash his beard.
At least I can grow a
This mate.
fucking beard. He gets a 15.
And his friend.
Hair.
Does it have to choose 2 targets? Oh yeah, it's okay, so it's the friend too. Grents, he's not very dexy. He gets an 8, so... Okay, he takes 2 damage.
2 acid damage. Yay.
Ow! It burns! Oh god! That hurts almost as much as a stale roll. Do you do anything else, Harold?
No.
Alright, Harold. This huge guy towering there.
I appear to be up close and personal with a big fucker, and I'm stuck in a corner. Time to be brave! And Harold will draw from his side with a surprising flourish a rapier, and he'll try to run through the dwarf.
You draw your rapier, it
rapier,
says
yeah.
yo-yo, a beat kicks in, and it starts freestyling.
Good sounds. Stab!
10.
I tried!
10 misses, but you did try. Do you want to do anything else? Inspire anyone or anything?
Doing bonus action, I will turn to Brian. If Brian's might lift your spirits. You like to be under the sea, in an octopus's garden, in the shade. Maybe under the sea, he'd actually hit something. In his octopus's garden, in the shade.
Fucking magic. Alright.
Many conflicted feelings.
You're conflicted but inspired.
I don't know if I'm being dissed or encouraged.
Either way, you feel like you need to
Bit
prove
both.
him right or wrong. What do you do?
I'm having
Brian?
them notes with my creativity done for the day. I'm pooped.
Nice. I vent my confusion in the form of an anchor to disguise kneecaps.
Ooh.
Oh,
Woof!
oh
It
that was
worked.
quite the anchor.
He must
you
like
hear
ringers.
a painful pop as you slam your anchor into this guy's knee, and he like falls to one knee, roars in pain. Yeah, you can tell that was a mighty blow, and that definitely hurt him.
Yeah.
Brinny.
Brinny's going to draw her rapier and go for the other knee, I guess.
Stabby tabby.
So, non-lethal, I guess. Shoot.
Alright, yeah, you can do a non-lethal.
Damn.
Alright, so in a quick flourish of action, Brian pops this guy's kneecap, he falls to the ground. Yep, I am stealing that from another roleplay show, which you're not allowed to watch because it's also Waterdeep, but it's a good one. Stabby tabby. Alright, yeah, you stab him in the other kneecap?
I just, stab him in the kneecap into it, and then just, flick it up in such a way that it knocks him over.
Yeah,
Hopefully
alright, he
hitting his
falls
head,
back,
him unconscious.
he screams in pain for a second, without any chance to react, and you can see he basically just goes into shock and falls unconscious.
I
You did good there, because that guy had a lot of hit points for a level 1 enemy. He had 26 to start with, but you just quickly took him down. Over his shoulder, and he immediately just shrinks back down, boom. Over his shoulder, Grents, sorry, have you got anything else you want to do, Kevin?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Grents, who was reaching for I think he was reaching for a bow or a what's he got on him? He's got a light crossbow, was reaching for his light crossbow, and looks up, sees his big mate collapse, and looks over at Fluke.
She's tossing a bread roll up and down.
What do you do, Fluke?
You've got to have known it was going to end like this. Surrender now, or meet your bready doom.
He looks at the roll. I just saw Gareth
Richard
look to
Baker.
his side. Oh, that's a good one. Looks at you and just says in a quiet voice, "Just like the gypsy woman said." And, he drops the crossbow. Guy is a bandit with 9 hit points left. He isn't fighting this. Yeah, he drops it and goes, I ain't got no issue with you. Well, I do, but not one worth trying to fight 5 guys at once.
Hey, you repeat this after me. 4 guys and a girl. No, wait. 3 guys, 2 girls.
I was merely using guy as a non-gender specific pronoun. 5 individuals.
Yes, from now on, you use that big fancy word.
Alright.
Alright, on your knees.
Oh god.
It's over.
It's like
Kicks
my
his legs out,
induction all
starts
over
tying him
again. He gets down to his knees and you tie him up. He doesn't offer any resistance. The other guy you can see is passed out from pain because you knocked him out with a kneecap shot.
So, what happened to that ginger?
Oh, the boss is he's interrogating him for one of the bigwigs. And when he says that, you can hear from down the way, "Oh God, the pain!" I don't actually want to scream in my house at this time of night. Yeah, you can hear like a shout of pain from behind this doorways a ways. Boss is torturing him for one of the big wigs from the organization. I think he's a bit pissed off that we grabbed the wrong guy, trying to show face. I don't know.
Well, I guess we better go rescue him. Why got this other door boarded up?
Roll a persuasion check for me.
A what?
Persuasion check.
Persuasion. Ooh.
It's just the way to the privy. An ooze began to come out, grabbed poor Jim, dragged him in.
That sound unpleasant.
That's right,
I mean,
buddy.
it dissolved his testicles, so...
Oh dear, that's fucking grim.
I'm wondering if he's lying.
Yeah, roll a insight check. 100% the truth.
You wouldn't make shit up like that, that's horrible.
There is a grey ooze in that room that has already dissolved a gangster.
We'll help you barricade the door a little better when we're done, but we have to rescue someone. Bye!
Yeah. Is it just your boss in there with him, or is there any others?
I mean, there's a goblin who does lookout nearby to there. He also sells kebabs upstairs sometimes, but I think he's back at the moment. And there's Grumshar, he's in there, and some bigwig I've never met before, who's in there.
Well, let's go introduce ourselves. You stay here and be quiet, otherwise you'll be going in the privy when we get back.
After you, sir.
Harold, it looks like your kebab money's going towards organised crime. Probably remember that in future.
No,
Everyone knows all kebab money goes towards organised crime. It's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Alright, do you guys go to the door and head on? Yeah, you push for the door. You head on. There's a short corridor, and then at the end, at the end of a small flight of steps, you are visited. Give me a second just to read the actual bit so I get it right.
Ooh, descriptive text.
Yeah. Threadbare curtains hang on the east wall of a long hallway, which you push aside, and then in the middle of which threadbare curtains hang on the east wall of a long hallway, in the middle of which a muscular half-orc in dingy robes stands with his foot on the chest of a male human with wavy red blonde hair. Fire burns around the orc's clenched fist, and his victim cries and squirms helplessly beneath him. Seated on a raised platform to the south is a nightmarish figure, wearing black robes. In his large white eyes, it has large white eyes and rubbery purple skin with 4 tentacles encircling its inhuman mouth. It cradles and gently caresses what looks like a dismembered human brain with feet. So, didn't work out like one. So, give me a second just to bring you over to a different part of the map.
Okay.
No, I think I'm okay here.
Yeah, the sound.
no.
The ooze is sounding pretty good right now.
I'm okay with not being in this room.
Let's go deal with the ooze in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
no
we
wonder
never
there's
thought
nothing
let's go,
anchor.
kill some rats in the sewers.
Sanker's historical artifact. I don't want it to be eaten.
So,
I love it when it goes from 2 goblins to this.
this is what I was talking about. There's these Wizards of the Coast ones sometimes just sucker punching you. It's fine. You're level 1. You can handle that.
And Brady's entered the wall.
Yeah, I'm just getting you all into actual squares. Right, so yeah, that's what you see. And give me a second. This is some. Alright, so as soon as you enter, as soon as you kind of come in, the creature sitting like on thing raises to its feet, placing the brain with legs down on the ground next to it, and begins to quickly glide towards the side door. Like. As it does, and it makes like it like glides along, and as it does so, you can see this like big half-orc in dingy robes, sort of looks at you guys and growls and goes, "What are you doing in my base? I will show my strength by destroying each of you." Hey, honey.
And then Matt was strangled on camera.
And as I'm pretty sure you can guess, we need to roll initiative.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
They're acting pretty quickly, so you'll be saying stuff on your turn.
Alright. Hopefully I roll a decent initiative.
This is Tom, Gareth, and Jesse. You'll be meeting each of them on Saturday.
Hey!
Hi.
This is Jess.
Hey, Jess. I did roll a 22.6, but didn't click my tokens. Didn't work.
That's fine.
Can I have that rather than
that roll? Yeah, that's fine.
The ones he didn't bother introduce are the Irish folks. So.
I'm because they're actually going to meet you. Like, this is also Kevin and Killian. They're the lovely couple from Ireland.
Yes.
And
we only lived together for
So I'm going to
3
be like
years.
all of these guys on Saturday.
No, Kevin and
Not the Irish ones.
Killian are staying in Ireland because they're not allowed to leave the country.
Yeah, they're stuck in this island. There's a quarantine.
There's a quarantine.
Yeah,
There's a quarantine on nerds.
yeah. There's just
nerds aren't allowed to
too
leave
much
the
crack everywhere, and we got to cut down.
Translation: London is too expensive.
Yes.
It's the having to go on a boat to go anywhere is.
I see. But I was saying we might try and visit Ireland sometime because that sounds like a nice place to visit.
Because why not?
We have lots of rocks.
Yeah, we are a
Yay.
rocky fucking country.
Yeah. I was
Well,
saying
we're in Norfolk. We've got no rocks in Norfolk, so
part of the reason Scottish people don't tend to visit
We have
Ireland
rocks.
is visiting Ireland for Scottish people is just like visiting other Scotland.
Yeah. So if you ever saw that Father Ted episode where they go on holiday,
Probably. Where do they go to?
they went to another island, which featured such amazing local attractions as the tree stump and the bigger rock.
Yeah, that
sounds like my
There's
home.
less rocks than most places.
It's like, Ted, can we go see the rock? No, Dougal. Let's not do everything in one day. All right.
All right. So, combat is joined. So you might want to say something, but Gramush just leaps forward. I think there's some beer in that one, honey. Thank you.
I actually rolled a 22.
Oh, then change your initiative.
Can I do that? Yes, I can. Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
You will have a chance to say something as Gramush leaps over this prone but very handsome man. Look how handsome he is.
How does he get his hair to do that?
Years of practice.
He's got a head
so
right here.
windswept.
Yeah, that's some serious hairspray.
He looks that good after being tortured for like 12 hours in a sewer. Right?
Maybe he was born with it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 12 hours sewer torture.
Conditioning.
That doesn't mean torturing. He's just had it.
Conditioning.
Hair done.
All right, Harold. You do get to go first. What do you want to do? Now, this orc looks like kind of back to the wall, crazy, guy, but it's up to you.
Not to disturb you, O mighty servant of Grumsh, but the Xanathar has sent us to retrieve the ginger bastard to be taken away, and everybody's gone.
Yeah, just keep going, it will fix itself.
The Xanathar has ordered us to take the ginger one away, and he wants to play with him himself. I'm sure you can understand.
Roll a deception check.
I get advantage because I am an actor.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Is it just advantage on
Oh,
all?
so you're pretending to be someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Boop! Hey!
Hey, nice.
All right.
Everything came back at the same time.
Thank God you had that advantage.
Hey, that one might be.
I mean, you say that there is a there is a creature behind it that might have fairly good insight. Alright, so... Yeah, can he even... No. Alright, yeah, there is... So, is that your turn?
Yeah, I will try to make myself look as in my slightly high and drunk state that I'm in at the moment. I'm trying to make myself look as official and as important as possible, standing there sort of at attention, waiting for the prisoner to be handed over to me. I'm trying to look like I belong properly.
Alright.
And yeah, that's what
Grumshar's go. You can see he was like about to leap forwards and attack, and he stops and looks like confused and uncertain, and looks back over his shoulder at the strange creature with all of these tentacles and a creepy black gimp mask.
That's interesting. Yep.
Like uncertain. Brian, it's your go.
2 seconds, I'm just reloading into the game there because it got really fucky.
Yeah. Having a wee bit of a moment.
I guess I'll just I'll just kind of walk towards him, kind of have the anchor off in one hand. He's up here and say, "You better do what he says. You know how angry the boss can get." And I'm going to ready it. And if he turns hostile, I'm going to ready an action to give him a whack with my anchor.
Okay.
Not breaking the bluff yet. I'm trying to hold on to
the little brain with legs sort of looks over at its master uncertainly, but is going to move within 10 feet of Brian.
Everyone's getting ready.
For no concern. It doesn't ready an action, though. It doesn't sort of do that, but it does move a little closer to you.
That thing's nasty.
It's looking at a barbarian, too, which is nerve-wracking. Brynny, it's your go.
I'm going to stand here and look official, like this is all just business as usual.
Luckily, you do look like a bunch of Xanathar creeps, kind of. Like, you're all kind of weird and
we're
human.
A motley gang.
I'm just going to keep it as casual as possible, not draw any of my weapons or anything like that. Just look like I'm a henchman along for the ride.
Okay. Fluke, it's your go.
Yeah, she's kind of doing the same. She's going to just sort of lean against this here and sort of just look all casual, just waiting for them to hand this guy over.
Okay. Earl?
Step forwards.
Again, good muscle, bad muscle.
He'll friends the mind flayer type thing. And say, I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Once the master is done, we shall, of course, return what's left to you.
Up to 1,000 gold fine.
Friends. Okay. 'Tis the creature's term. So it looks at you, Harold. Harold, could you, for me, please...
Oh, no.
Make an... one creature. Chooses... Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Lot of text. Lot of fucking text. Sorry, give me a second.
Oh, it's a cantrip. I was worried for a minute there it was about to surge.
Room just explodes. When you say that, you just turn purple.
You just turn into a potted plant and just fall to the ground.
Well,
it would only need to be 20. A 20 roll to insta-kill most of the room.
I think the mind flare would be fine.
I'm worried about the amount of text you're reading at the moment.
Hey, Harold, what are your honestly, what are your surface thoughts right now?
My surface thoughts are probably along the lines of, holy shit, there's a fucking brain with legs, what the fuck, I'm going to throw up. Why is that tentacle boy wearing a gimp mask? That's fucking weird. How is that guy's over there? Hair looks so good. I've got to ask him a question about that. And then probably along the lines of, oh fuck, I'm too young. Oh fuck.
The Mind Flayer looks at the half-orc as it kind of moves towards you guys and kind of does its creepy glide. And you... I think the half-orc isn't very subtle. You see, like, it looks at the half-orc for a second, and the half-orc looks at you, Harold, and growls angrily. Like it's... And when it does, that the creature then opens up this side door and floats through it. So, boop, boop. And that is... that's its turn. So yeah, it like looks at the half-orc. You see the half-orc like growls angrily, and then Harold, it's your go.
Oh fuck! Why is it gonna be my go? Oh ballsy fuck! I wish I had a spell right now, but I don't. What does prestidigitation do?
Fucking nothing. In this situation.
You can clean the sewage office.
Finally get this, like, the scoop off Brian's hands.
Alright, I'm gonna try something interesting. I'm gonna cast prestidigitation. And relying on the fact that stereotypically, big orc boy, big angry boy, big dumb boy, I am going to sort of mutter some arcane jibber jabber. You know, I'm gonna like the somatic components of this spell is probably gonna be like jibber jabber, and I'm gonna try and like prestidigitate like on my forehead and sort of like around the crown of my head and on my hands and stuff. These horrible, big, sort of red eyeballs.
All right. I'm going to give him an Arcana check to see if he knows what you're doing.
Yeah, and I'm going to give
You're
this...
also pushing prestidigitate a little bit here.
Eyeballs.
I'm grasping straws here.
Got a natural 1.
Wow. I'm going to look at him and I'm going to say, if you do not give me the prisoner now, you are going to make the Xanathar and myself very angry indeed.
All right.
And I think you'd make a lovely addition to his stone garden. Now give me the prisoner before I get upset.
From the other room, you hear the Mind Flayer, this time shouting out loud.
Oh, fuck!
Stone garden, that's Medusa's. He full of shit, boy. I read his mind. Kill him.
No. But beholders have petrifying rays, I remember.
It's true, they do. But I don't think the Xanathar doesn't have a petrified garden. Alright, so that's your turn. That's your action.
Maybe it's my stone garden. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. You can tell, by the way, Grumush is doing something aggressive. He is his attention has turned towards the violence. Brian.
Alright.
And you had a held action, so you can expand that.
Oh shit!
Crunch! You bring your weapon up and you slam it into his forehead as hard as you can. You see his skull cracks, blood pours out. He falls to one knee, like staggers for a second, and then goes. And you see that half-orc fire burn in his eyes. And he pulls himself up to his feet, steps to the side, holds out his hands, thumbs attached, fingers splayed.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
And spews fire in a 15-foot cone in front of him.
He's doing magic. He's supposed to be an angry boy. Damn it.
And he says to you as you do that, I went to college, damn it.
Less than 5.
Okay, so Brian,
Erlen and Fluke.
Harold and Erlen, you guys each need to make a dexterity saving throw against a DC
Shit.
of 12.
Ooh, which way is he doing this?
Hey!
He's doing it 1
this
square,
is it.
2 squares, 3 squares.
Oh, that way. Ooh.
Alright, if you pass, you take 7 damage. If you fail, you take 14.
I'm down.
I'm just down.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, shit.
What?
What?
7 is my max hit points. I just failed that save.
Wait, what's your max?
Dead. 7.
Oh.
Oh. Well, blimey.
You don't have a
Wait,
absorb element,
7's your
do you?
max.
Nope.
You have to be hit for 14 to.
That was 14 damage, wasn't
Oh, was it 14?
It was 14
sh-
damage, yeah. Alright, so we see Earl just immolated with flame, hit by a blast of fire, screams and falls to the ground in a heap. Gareth, you're now immediately kicked from the game. You may not return. No. We'll move on from here. Harold, you are still standing, but you see Brian go down hard. And you see this very badly wounded half-orc, takes a few deep breaths and goes, the rest of you will soon follow him. Brian, can I get a death save for me?
Yep.
Oh, actually, I'm not dead.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Why are you not dead?
Because I had 6 hit points. I forgot to say that.
6?
Oh, no.
You took 14?
Yeah, I am dead, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait. Oh, no.
Like
no,
I
no.
said,
No,
an emotional roller coaster today.
One success. Oh dear.
Okay. The
Level 1 spells, guys.
the intellect devourer runs forwards. Yeah, it wasn't even that was an OP spell. It was just a level 1 spell. Just did pretty good. Runs forwards. I think it's going to run up until it can... Because Harold's pretty hurt. It is going to run up and look at Brynny and try and get into Brynny's head. Brynny, could you please make an intelligence saving throw for me? Alright, you passed. Okay, so you can feel like something scraping at your psyche, but you squint your eyes and you force it out, and you can see the intelligence of our takes a few steps back, surprised. It expected to break through your mental defenses. And then Brynny, it's your go.
Yeah, I thought that intelligence saving throw proficiency wouldn't be used for quite a while. But here we are. I let out a cat-like shriek of anger as I rush towards the half-orc, brandishing my scimitar. And I'm going to step onto Brian's form long enough to make an attack and then jump back one. Is that alright?
Yep, that's fine.
Alright, and I swing my rapier. No, wait, I stab my rapier.
Nice.
This is full lethal because I'm upset because Aurelian appears to have just burst into flame and died.
That's because he burst into flame and died. He had 1 hit point left, so this fellow
lethal.
could not be more dead. You jump forward and you just drive your rapier through his eye, and he collapses to the ground, very dead.
Oh, the Blind Flare is also hostile towards. Just in case that's important.
Oh yeah, because you cast friends.
Yeah, and the spell ended.
He comes back and eats your brain. He just picks you up, eats your brain, drops you again, and leaves.
That's it for me anyway.
Fluke, it's your go.
Is Mr. Gorgeous Hair tied up and sort of restrained?
He's just kind of beaten down and he's not hurt. I mean, he's pretty badly hurt. He's clearly had a bit of a rough time down here. But he's not being restrained. He wasn't really enough of a physical threat to bother restraining.
Okay. She's going to sort of yell out, "Guys, we've got to run!" And she will sacred flame the little mind Dougal.
Alright, you sacred flame the mind doodle.
2 every time.
It passes and dodges your sacred magics. Erlen, you're dead. The mind player moves up to a pillar in the other room. I don't think anyone can actually... Can you see him still,
No.
Brynny?
I can see him now.
Okay.
I can see like 3/4 of the token.
You see him moving up to this pillar. He brings something out of his pocket, presses it against the pillar, and a portal opens up in the far wall, and he steps through that portal.
Oh.
And fucks off.
See ya.
Can I like relay that to the group, or do I have to wait for my turn?
You can shout that out, like
He left. He's gone. The mind flayer, not a Rulian.
Yeah, there are some terrible, dangerous adventurers here. You had to flee. Luckily, you couldn't tell your level.
Unaware of their level.
You couldn't tell your level at a glance. He just saw adventurers, and he's lived long enough to be like, nope.
Panic stab, there's a weird brain thing, stab. Hey!
Yeah, you successfully panic stab it for 10 damage. You hit it as hard as you can. You can see it doesn't seem to take all of it. Like, it's got this weird slimy coat, and it mostly just slips off its side. But you know, give it a good whack, and it like hisses in anger. I say hisses, doesn't have a mouth. Hisses into your brain.
Item interaction, can I put my dagger in my offhand?
Yeah, you can just draw your dagger.
This isn't set up to be offhand, but stab!
Yeah,
Ooh,
that hits for 2 damage.
11? Yeah, 2 damage.
Oh, 11 misses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It moves out of the way on its creepy little tiger legs. Brian,
What's going
can I
on?
get a saving throw from you?
Oh, hey. Hoop. Hey, not a success.
Nice. Okay, cool. The Intelligence Devourer looks over at... I mean, Harold's the only one who's hit it. It looks at Harold. Harold, could you make an intelligence saving throw?
Oh, no. I'm making an offhand attack for my dagger. Should I have bothered? Oh. Ooh.
Alright, you are fine. Like, you can, again, you feel it like scratching at your brain, but it cannot make any purchase. Angered by this, it realizes it has multi-attack and tries to claw you with its claws.
What?
Hitting you for 6 damage.
Now.
It hits you for 8, yeah, 18, so it hits you for 6. So it drops up, scratches you with its claws, and you fall to the ground. Brynny, it's your go.
I run over. Creepy brain thing, stop! And I slash it out with my rapier. Stab it in.
Alright. You unfortunately miss. Fluke? Unless you want to do anything else, sorry.
No, I got nothing.
Unless you got like an offhand or
We get the
something.
crap beaten out of us by a tiny rat brain.
Yeah, it's doing pretty well, the tiny rat brain. That burning hands was a thing. Fluke, it's your go.
Feeling kind of bad about where I'm about to stand. Just like gingerly stepping round. Errol. Gonna try and whack the brain with my mace. Fuck.
Oh.
Ooh, you miss. Erlen is dead. Nil, whatever the fuck that is, has left. Harold, can I get a death save? And Brian, can I get a death save?
Ooh,
Alright, so that's
one
your
fail.
first failure.
Harold,
Harold.
save your death, boy.
Oh, where is it on this sheet? I can't find it. There it is.
That's one success.
Yay.
Brynny. This creature is before you, claws out. looking very menacing for a tiny brain. Wait, where's my tiny brain on the... Was it before you? Did I skip it?
Yeah, just before me. You moved on.
Alright, so it's going to try and scrape at your brain. Could you make an intelligence saving throw for me?
Ugh.
Alright. You take 2d10 damage. You take 9 damage.
I'm down.
Alright.
Oh, shit.
Well said. And then it's going to try and claw at Fluke. 17 for 5.
Shit, yeah, 17 hits.
Are you down?
No, I'm up.
Hey!
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Fluke, it's your go. Your friends lie around you in various...
I need
Yeah.
you need to make a death save. Your friends lie around you in various states of near death.
It's been a week for near TPKs.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell.
So,
Where is the death save on this?
Next to hit
Oh,
dice.
found it. Fail.
okay, she's gonna... Oh, God, okay. She'll try and hit the brain,
The brain.
and if not, she's gonna have to start trying to do medicine checks or something.
Begin the brain
Uh,
burn.
You just need
so-
to roll crits.
I know. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wrong crit. Wrong crit.
Erlan, it's you're dead. I'm sorry, I forgot for a second there. Everyone's already done. Harold, make a death save for me.
Hey!
All right.
Good. Alright.
Brian, it's your go.
Anything but a
Die,
1.
guys.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Okay.
2 up, 2 down.
Intelligence Devourer. Could you make an intelligence saving throw for me, please, Fluke?
Yeah.
Just restart the cameras, because shit.
Yeah, rolled really well.
Okay.
Oh,
good.
shot.
Oh wow, you are not that smart.
Oh, no.
And could you? And then he's going to try and get you with its pointy
Yeah.
claws. Rolling. It critically fails. It hacks out at you, kind of does like an awkward roll, slips around. Yeah, that's it. The guy on the ground, Floon, reaches out and grabs the creature's leg and just like swats him in the face. Like, no. Like, it's just no help at all. Brynny, could I get a death save from you? Cool, that's a failure.
2 fails.
Fluke, could I get
God.
it's your turn. This creature stands before you, mighty, unstoppable in its power.
Oh, God. So, Brittany and Brian both have 2 failed deaths.
Does it beat the brain up?
Beat the brain up.
I keep
Yeah.
restarting the cameras to try and make Fluke look less tense and sad. Is what it's paused on.
Oh, really? Yeah,
yeah.
I've just got just me and I can't see any of
I haven't been able to see you in ages either.
Yeah, I haven't seen Chessie in a while, and Tom just
What's
vanished.
If you scroll down and reconnect.
Refresh.
Oh, okay. I'll give that a go. She will, I guess... Oh, yeah. Yay!
Yay, I can watch your face as you die.
As I die! Horribly! Surrounded by dead people. Fuck to mace it. She's gonna hit it with her mace again.
Go on! Go on, lass!
Baguette for the win.
No.
12.
12 hits it for...
Hey!
Okay, you give it a jolly good whack with a baguette.
Oh, Jesus.
It does not look particularly bothered by
It is not gluten intolerant.
It is unfortunately... If anything, it might be gluten resistant. Could you make an intelligence saving throw for me?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh.
Another one?
Alright, you pass.
Yeah?
Hey.
And then 18 for 5 damage.
That shit, I'm down.
Okay.
Hang,
I have 5 hit points.
there should be some dev saves before then. We might get up.
Yeah, we gotta keep going.
Harold, can I get a death save from yourself?
Okay. Oh, 2 up, 1 down.
Okay. Brian, this is the big one
Yeah.
for you, isn't it?
Yep. Two either way. I am stable.
You're
Hey!
stable. You are stable. Okay. Brinny, could I get a death save from yourself?
Hey.
1 up, 2 down.
1 up,
Oh,
2 down.
fuck.
Ooh.
Oh, shit,
2
that was
down. I didn't realize that. Fluke, could I get a death save from yourself? Nice. Okay.
Okay.
Erlen, no point. Arrow.
What arrows?
I'm dead.
Oh no!
Oh, this is
Okay.
a fucking train wreck.
Okay.
I got this, don't worry. Brian, you're stable. Brinny, could I get a death save?
Oh my god.
I am dead.
You are also dead.
Ooh.
Alright. Fluke, do you have more saves to make?
I've only made 1 so far.
Alright.
Yeah, so. Oh,
Make
one
another one.
success, 1 fail.
Alright.
Fuck!
Oh.
So, who is alive and who is dead?
I'm stable.
Everyone else
That's
is dead.
it.
Everyone else.
Everyone else is
First
dead.
person to go down! You had 3 hit points when we started this. We're all dead.
So, let's take a 5-minute break.
To roll new stats.
And, yeah, we will come back in 5 minutes. I need to go look at my book, and I need a moment to process. So
Yeah.
let's take a 5-minute break.